Old school Big Ten battle today for sure. Two really long, athletic teams, not giving up many inches. Give Richard a lot of credit. His team was prepared. They were ready to go. I just love how our team responded, though. We struggled in the first half. We had some good looks. They didn't go for us in the second half. We didn't put our head down. I thought we did that a little bit in the first half. So they responded in the second half, got critical stops, made really nice plays coming out of timeouts, really executed well. And then for Mike to make those 2 free throws, and then Tony, who has 0 points in the game, to have the confidence and want the basketball, and then knocked him down was great. This team's slowly but surely growing up. Long way to go. We can get a heck of a lot better, but we're going to definitely enjoy this one.
Did you say anything to Tony before that?
I just looked at him, pat him on the butt, said, "You got this. You're okay." He came off the ball screen. He attacked the basket like we want him to. We have an end-of-game play. We all saw it, and he wanted the basketball. So make or miss, no matter what happened today, you got yourself a really good point guard who's got a lot of courage.
Did you anticipate this style of game of 52 to 50?
I did. Watching them on film, they're really long. Reggie Lynch is a terrific basketball player, and he really covers up. It's tough to get to the rim, really hard. And he alters a ton of shots. So he's their anchor. And then they're just really athletic with Dupree and Coffey and Curry, Springs. I mean, these guys, Murphy. I mean, guys off the bench, they just keep coming. So their defense is terrific, and that's why it's top 5 in the Big Ten.
How do you keep your team focused on maybe the other team's mistakes as opposed to your own mistakes when in a game where both teams shoot under 40%?
It's just keeping a great attitude. That's what we're built on. Control what you can control. Is your effort, your attitude, your energy, being a great teammate. And I felt like we did that definitely in the second half for sure. It was just great to see them respond the way they did when shots aren't falling. Because you guys saw us in the non-conference, certain games, shots didn't fall, and we kind of, that's the way we played. We're getting to become a team, a Big Ten team that doesn't matter, make or miss shots. We're going to guard, we're going to defend, we're going to rebound.
Pat, considering that response, is this a game you think you could have won 4, 6, maybe 8 weeks ago?
That's a great question. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure we could have won last Saturday. I'm not so sure we could have won today. These guys are really growing up. They're committed. They're starting to build trust out there. They believe in us. And again, the connectivity of this group and this program right now is really in a good place. That's why, you're able to win a tight game down as much as we were and be able to finish it off.
You somehow managed to keep it to 10 at the half despite all the turnovers and the poor shooting. How fortunate did you feel at that point?
I did. I felt like, wow, we can't play much worse. They were terrific. And we were too many live ball turnovers. Just ill-advised plays. I thought we were sped up a little bit. I thought we looked a little rusty. But I do want to give Minnesota credit. They make you do that. But having a week off is always good news, bad news. I wanted to play Wednesday. I felt like we were playing so well. And I have a week off, which you need because the rest bodies and schools are starting. But it was nice to see us play the way we did in the second half.
Hey, Pat, you preached defending and rebounding. And how tough is it for guys when shots aren't falling on the offense and they just kind of still showed the grit and grounded out and actually, stuck with the defending and rebounding. You see guys, posting double-doubles and 5 blocks.
Don, there's no question. I mean, when you're not making shot, it can mess with a young kid's head. They want to see the ball go through the basket. And, they feel like they're not helping their team. I think what we flipped is if you guard and you defend and you rotate and you talk and you rebound, you're going to give yourself a chance and your team a chance to get stops and get some easy ones down the other end. And we're really proud of the young guys, especially Tony. He struggled a little bit in the first half, struggled a little bit in the second half, and still stuck to it. He said, I'm going to overcome this. I thought that was a major breakthrough for us.
I feel like I'm becoming the Josh Reeves pool reporter at this point. But
Please do.
Does he ever surprise you knowing how hard he competes just with some of the things that he did? Because it seemed like this was, Josh Reeves' game even more so at times today.
Penn State won the basketball game today, but Josh Reeves was 90% of it. His energy, his effort, his juice, his fire, his compete, his passion, his edge. He was unbelievable. He was all over the floor. How many minutes did he play? 31? He had 39 attitude points. That's remarkable. That's remarkable. That means you're getting things done. We just got to slow him down a little bit on offense. But he did some great things on the defensive end. He was all over the place. And he's the heart and soul of this team. He told me he wanted to be. He's accepted that torch, and now he's become it. So we're going to hold him to a very high standard.
Is he 100%? I mean, he looks like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we really missed him the first 5 games. And now that he's back and we got good rotation, it was nice to see Nazir Bostic get into the game and contribute. He looked good out there. He did exactly what I want him to do. But Josh is 100%. He was a little banged up. Actually, he was a little banged up Thursday. Sat him out of practice, and he came back strong. He came back strong today.
Pat, is that kind of a little bit different than Josh's personality overall? I mean, he kind of seems like more of the quiet guy, but trying to pull the leadership out of him, or?
Yeah, he's definitely a quiet guy. He's like Julian. They're both very quiet, but you put them on the court, you put them in a competitive situation, and they're going to fight, they're going to compete, they're going to battle. And you need that. And Josh, the younger guys are looking at Josh. It wasn't like Josh shot well either. But they just see how hard he competes. They're like, you know what? If he's doing it, I can do it too. That's great leadership.
Hey, Pat. Nearly 12,000 here today to Thon, families here. Just talk about the atmosphere the BJC has and home court advantage.
Curtain was up. The curtain was up. How cool was that? To be able to go to the Plestra last week, have a home court advantage, and then today you could sense they were ready, just willing and wanting to erupt. And, it was awesome. I hope we're going to support Thon in everything we do, obviously, but I hope they continue to come back and support us.
You mentioned Mike's free throws, putting on 15 to 15. Can you just kind of describe?
Yeah, he's a difference maker for sure. He's a difference maker for sure. He gets every rebound. He plays hard. Gets a huge offensive rebound at the end. And then to make his free throws is just awesome. But he's playing really hard. He's competing at a high level. And the scary thing is he has so much more to go, so much more to grow. There's little things that you see on film that he understands I can get better. And he wants to, which is terrific.
Could you have predicted he was going to make this much of an impact this early in his career, and how did that lead to the decision to move him to the bench already?
I would say yes. I knew that he would make this impact watching him last year when he sat out. I mean, he battled against Dickerson and Jack and Brandon Taylor every day. Those guys tremendously helped him. Satchel Pierce is really helping Mike, and Julian has really helped Mike. Julian is really sound defensively in ball screen defense. Any action, Julian is just, he's a redshirt junior. He's been here, done that. And he is as vocal as anybody can be, Julian Moore. And you know what? Those first 4 minutes keeps Mike out of foul trouble as well.
How did he accept that right off the bat?
No, not at all. Not at all. No. But I told him it was the best for the team. And ultimately, it's the best for him. And then he's like, all right, I see where you're going, and let's go with it.
Considering the offensive struggles Lamar and Tony had today, of course, leading up to that final couple of seconds, how key was that leadership you mentioned from Josh as well as Shep and then Peyton there stepping up and kind of continuing the course as you complete the comeback?
Yeah, look, it's everything. I'm not sitting up here with a win if Josh Reeves doesn't go out and compete the way he competed, and Mike doesn't do what he's doing on on rebounding and getting offensive rebounds and finishing. That energized them. And they know they're playing, statistically not well, and they didn't care. I could hear them in huddles. I could hear them talking, and I'm like, look, we're going back. Clear your head. I don't care about this, and I need you down there. And Josh Reeves the whole time in every huddle, he was amazing in huddles, just as talking and trying to will these guys with him to say, keep getting stops. We can get this done.
One more.
Is there anything in particular that you think is holding Shep from kind of really getting going offensively?
Look, he's our 6th leading scorer. We're 3-2 in the Big Ten. It's amazing. That's what excites me about this group. We got so much more to go, so much more to give, and Shep hasn't even shot the ball well right now. But I'll tell you what he's doing. He's playing some really good defense. His defense last Saturday, his defense today was tremendous. He was guarding Mason most of the time, 3 for 13. I'd say that's a pretty good job.